going on, Jerome's? One of the main questions for the Minnesota Vikings this offseason is what the hell is going to happen along the offensive line. So once Darisaw gets back, he and Brian, the real deal O'Neal, two of the best offensive tackles in the game. And the Vikings, addition by subtraction, they let go of Garrett Bradbury, who promptly signed with the Patriots. They traded Ed Ingram to the Texans, and they signed Will Fries, you want, as well as Ryan Kelly. Woo! Good times, man. Right, so now the question remains, who's going to be starting at left guard? Because right now, the Vikings have 80% of one of the best offensive lines in the National Football League, and you could say that's hyperbolic. At minimum, they're top 7, somewhere in there, and everything goes according to Hoyle. Everyone stays healthy. Everyone gets after things. I mean, they easily could slide their way into the top 5. But what happens at left guard? So the Vikings have a couple of in-house options. I think Walter Rouse, a last year's 6th-round pick, played a lot of tackle, potentially could reduce him inside the guard. Blake Brandel, the incumbent starting left guard from last year, I don't think they're going to be handing him the job, but if he earns it in camp, it is what it is. Michael Juergens, the 7th-round rookie as well, could be in that competition too. Now, Brando's the incumbent, and it's clear that Chris Cooper, Kwesi, Kevin O'Connell, they have faith in him, gave him a 3-year contract. He's heading to year 2. Now, his first year starting a left guard was a little bit rough, right? So 46 pressures allowed, 9 sacks, 11 penalties, which is not good. It's no bueno. So like I said, I don't think they just hand him the starting job, but if he wins it, more power to him, because he is going to have some legitimate competition. And Walter Rouse in year 2, I think does have the size and temperament to be able to excel inside a guard. Now, they had used him at guard in training camp, as well as some speculation that he would be reduced inside for the right guard competition, which eventually went from Ed Ingram to Dalton Reisner, who we'll talk about in a sec. I think Rouse is pretty legit. I think that he could kick inside like a poor man's Roger Saffold and be good to go. Michael Juergens, who I think is going to be the heir apparent at center for Ryan Kelly in a couple of seasons, but the pride of Wake Forest, could play both guard spots and center. I think he's a little bit underrated. I really like Juergens' game. It puts the lotion on its skin. Also, you have Dalton Reisner, and we don't have a picture of Reisner in the Vikings uniform. But Reisner been a part of the Vikings last 2 years. Last year, right guard. 2 years ago at left guard. Now, he played the majority of his NFL snaps at left guard, counting his Broncos years. And bring him back probably won't cost a lot. Minimum competition will be good to go. Also, other free agent options. So you do have guys like Brandon Scherf, except Scherf's only played right guard during his NFL career, which is kind of wild if you think about it, but certainly could be in the mix as well. Then you got the draft. So at 24, guys like Ray Zabel from NDSU would make some sense. Calvin Banks, but again, are we going too much to the well of moving the tackle inside the guard? But also, I think Banks could thrive as a true NFL left tackle. I think that he does have a lot of Darisaw to his game. I think that he definitely could mix things up in there as well. Also, Tyler Booker is going to be on that back end of the first round, top end of the second round type area. I mean, Booker, who's played a ton of left guard throughout his career, would be a set it and forget it starter at that left guard spot. Also, Donovan Jackson coming in from the Ohio State University, I think would be a phenomenal addition as well. Plus, another day 2 guy, you got Tate Ratledge, coming in from Georgia would be kicking from right guard over to left guard, but I just think that temperament would be a 1-for-1 match for what Kelly as well as Fries bringing on that interior. Plus, I don't know. I just want to get back to having an offensive line that you can set your watch to. Just winning in the trenches, punching dudes in the face, running the ball when you want to, protecting the quarterback's ass, all that stuff. So basically, I mean, the Vikings have a ton of options. I can't wait to see what happens in the draft. And also, if they don't get their guy in the draft, you could see the Vikings go down the path of bringing a guy like Brandon Scherf, bringing a guy like Dalton Reisner, or also the in-house guys where, again, got a lot of faith in Rouse. I think Rouse can get it done, man. I really do. Or maybe Brandel wins again. Either way, the Vikings do have 80% of a really damn good offensive line. Hopefully it's going to be at 100% here coming up after the draft and into offseason, training camp, and into the season, because we're going to whip somebody's ass. Woo! Bring it out, man. Your thoughts are thoughts. Who is going to start at left guard for the Vikings coming up this season? Let us know. Comment section. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.